Erika Kirk is officially speaking out about the online conspiracies surrounding her husband's murder. On Monday, Turning Point USA will be providing a full rebuttal to the slew of theories leveled at them so far. But to start off this week, Erika has begun to shed light on her thoughts specifically about everything, and her responses are extremely telling. She has made several appearances this week on various media to promote her husband's latest and final book, published posthumously, called Stop in the Name of God: Why Honoring the Sabbath Will Transform Your Life. Now, I cannot wait to read it. And while in a better world, Charlie would be on this media tour promoting his new book, Erika has so gracefully picked up the mic and is amplifying the final pages written by her husband. And rather than being able to focus solely on his life and his new book, she must address what the internet is talking about: his murder, and accusations around her and her team, and an active attack to essentially tear down the legacy that Charlie built in Turning Point USA. So let's just watch a couple of her media hits that she gave this week.
Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
To give context on that question before Erika answers here, some people online have been saying that he's not even dead. Others are saying how suspicious and weird it is that they don't know the gravesite, that the location has not been provided to the public. So this is Erika's response to that.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying? One thing. This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
And one place that's safe, that's not publicized, that's not full of people, both fans perhaps, but also there were many, many people who hated him. So that's not a crazy thing for her to say or ask. But unfortunately, to answer her question in this world of the internet and these theories, no, she can't. Or at least they will try everything they possibly can to not let her have anything, or to make any decision that she makes actually suspicious. Actually, that's weird that she wants that. That must mean something. No, it means maybe she wants something private.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing.
I have to say, what a line. What are they taking from you right now? Nothing.
But I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things, come on down. Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the handpicked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it.
Every time she has to even say that, it just makes my blood boil. That we have created a culture online that is demanding a widow say, I'm not in on it. Of course she's not freaking in on it. Of course Charlie's best friends are not in on it. His hand-selected team that has been around him for years and years and years. Of course. But no. And so she must continuously say this online. And again, I just want to even stress what she said there about just because I haven't been addressing every single thing doesn't mean I'm complicit. Doesn't mean she's guilty. She's busy building. She's busy raising her babies and now running a company and a myriad of other things that she has to do right now. So no, not every theory that is thrown out on the internet or just casually said demands an answer from her. Now, obviously, it's been 3 months of this at this point. And so on Monday, she will be answering, or someone from Turning Point will be addressing a lot of those allegations or accusations or whatever you want to call them. But no, she hasn't specifically spent all of her time just giving every answer that every person asks. It's not her job.
We are all grieving in our own way. and they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard, and I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned.
No rock will be unturned. She's saying just because you're not seeing me publicly ask all these questions doesn't mean she's not asking them. And also, she's probably getting leads herself. There's not just one individual in this world who is getting leads sent to her. And though she's not publicizing that, that doesn't mean that she's not doing something about it. Obviously, she would be doing everything. So while she doesn't have a podcast where she's sharing those details, she's still doing them. And that's what she's trying to say here. Just because you guys don't know doesn't mean I'm not doing it. Doesn't mean that she doesn't care the most.
I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
I love what she says there about it's okay that people are trying to seek truth. Of course they are. Because so many people love her husband and want the truth. And there are many people in this movement that just don't blindly trust the feds. Yes, of course we don't. But that also doesn't mean that suddenly our justice system is completely broken and doesn't work. She's not vilifying the desire to hunt for truth. She gets the heart behind it, as I think most of us do or have that desire also. I know all of us want to make sure that every lead is followed. Of course. But who do you think wants that more than us on the internet? Erika, his wife.
You know, I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
It's like trying to say that every prosecutor and every person on this case is like in on this. And they just had a hearing yesterday, which we'll get into, where you can see the prosecution, you can see the defense team, you can see Tyler. It is a legit court proceeding that is happening. It is a legit trial that is happening. And it gives me so much comfort and confidence to know that she loves her team, that she trusts the people who are running this case. She's a smart woman, and she has the motivation to care the most.
But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines and they're not robots. They are human.
Cannot stress this enough, that words do matter, that they do have power, that when you throw out accusations against someone, they affect that person. That's why I'm so impressed that Erika and her team have been able to just keep going. Because you go online and they're just getting obliterated. It's already tough in this business because you have an entire half of the country always attacking you. But now this team is dealing with the conservative movement also attacking.
I have kidnapping threats. You name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day do they have to be dragged through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
Do you think that there is more of it now because you do shine your light? I mean, did people just expect you would just go away?
I don't know what they expected.
They pick on you because of your accessories. I mean, I've seen some of it.
Oh, yeah. No, at this point, it's the conspiracy collection.
I mean, she cries too much. That's a problem. Or she doesn't cry at all. That's a problem. She wears black leather pants. That's a problem. She hugs someone. That's a problem. She wears a white blazer. That's a problem. She wears jewelry, too many rings. That's a problem. She wears makeup too much. I mean, it's incessant. And the fact that so much of that attention is on Charlie's widow, it doesn't even make sense to me. Because I bet none of us would have thought that 3 months ago that this would just be a casual form of attack against her. All the time. See it all the time. Every comment section.
This is a duty to my husband, and it's an absolute honor. And I will never back down. And so my message to them is to stop. To stop.
It's been astonishing to witness. I mean, I really thought that she would be untouched, that the conservative movement specifically, as a whole, would rally around her and support her at the very least. Is she a CEO now? Yeah. Because guess who wanted her in that position if, God forbid, something was to happen to him? Charlie. And if Charlie wholeheartedly trusted his wife, then don't we owe it to Charlie to trust her too? Here's another clip from Erika on a different Fox show.
Thank God we have a trial coming up. Unfortunately, that trial is in a long time. What I want to be mindful of for people is that this was a murder. What I don't want to have happen is for this to taint the jury pool.
It's real life. It's not a soap opera. It's not a true crime podcast. I mean, this is a real trial in a real case that is actively happening.
I want justice for my husband more than any other person on the internet.
Again, the fact that she has to say that, of course she does. We know you care, Erika. Don't worry. We know you care.
Any other person in this world, that was my husband and the father to my kids. We will make sure, and we have been, turning over every single stone, going down every single lead. So when these people say, oh, they haven't talked about this or done that, how do you know?
How do you know? How do you know?
You're not in those meetings with the attorneys and the prosecutors. You have no idea. And why would we share that information with the internet to what? Then give the defense more stuff that's not true? Like, it's just, Erika, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the truth is the truth.
I just want to stress what she said there again. There are meetings with the prosecution, with attorneys, that no one else is privy to. That Erika is. That she does get that information because, again, she is the wife. And I love what she said there at the end. At the end of the day, the truth is the truth. We all want the truth. And to imply that only Candace or a few internet sleuths want that truth is absolutely absurd. His widow damn well wants the truth. And right now, I personally find comfort in knowing that she does know more than all of us. Any of us. You could do the best sleuthing on the internet, and you are still not privy to the information shared with Erika in those meetings with the prosecution. We have not yet seen the discovery, of which, according to the prosecution, just from a video yesterday, there is mountains of. There is an abundance of discovery. So again, that only stresses that in the real world, there's a lot of evidence yet to be seen. And just because there are so many people finally coming out and starting to talk about this, because frankly, I think myself and a lot of people feel like a line has been crossed in now coming after Erika and just and not backing down, it doesn't mean that we're all part of some psyop. Nor is it emotional manipulation to defend Erika. It's called moral conviction. I had been hoping for months that if Erika finally spoke out and specifically called an end to this, to those swirling theories on the internet that were getting awfully close to her and often kind of bouncing off of her, that they would finally cease. And that we could collectively wait for the state to present its case. But it hasn't ended, even when Erika explicitly asked it to, which is frankly the one line that many of us were waiting to see if she would say regarding this. Asking everyone to stop, which she has publicly done now twice.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
My message to them is to stop. To stop.
Real damage is happening in the process of reporting on connecting dots or feelings or speculation. I know what it's like to have your reputation just torched online for clicks by these same people, and how an even subtle innuendo or a flat-out unverified accusation can stick on you for months, if not years to come. Gossip and words and even just innocent questions, they carry weight, especially by people with massive followings. It's been nearly a year since I was the target of a series of false theories on the internet. The names that I was called, the reputation that was built around that by these same people has still followed me a year later. But what I experienced is not even a shred or a speck of the scope and the magnitude of the names and accusations and hate being leveled against a widow and her team. It's so low, it's so dark, it's almost unimaginable, but for the fact that we're all watching it happen in real time. I mean, I cannot fathom the level of added pain that these accusations now have on Erika and Charlie's best friends and his company and his legacy. I mean, it's unfathomable, and it should not be taken lightly. That's why I want to talk about this. I just want to encourage people to pause and to remember that before you spread gossip or you leave hateful comments because that's what's popular to say or what's cool to dogpile on. I mean, look at any comment section right now. They are full of absolute hatred of Erika and blind loyalty to the only woman actually supporting Charlie. Those are the top comments, not support of the widow. So just because Erika hasn't gone public with every single question or hunch or dream that she has had about this investigation does not mean that she is not having them or that she is not asking those questions. In fact, she is the one that cares the most. And for anyone, because there are thousands of people that imply that she does not actually care the most, is disgusting. Yet somehow through all of this, Erika, who is simultaneously mourning, is also trying to keep her husband's legacy alive and his business afloat and their children thriving and happy. So perhaps, while an investigation is actively underway, Erika also wouldn't be inclined to share every detail or lead that is sent her way to the public. Because as we all know from watching way too many true crime shows, that could affect an investigation. But unfortunately here, as Erika pointed out in one of the other interviews, the trial won't even begin until the end of 2026 or early 27. And that is a lot of time for these theories to just continue boiling. It sounds like cameras will be allowed in the courtroom, and I am eager to watch the state present its case, rather than acting as the police, the investigators, the prosecutors, the judge, the jury, and the executioners to the reputations of everyone Charlie loved before a trial date for the actual alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, has even been set. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Comment Section. Also, in case you guys have not yet heard, the Daily Wire's new 7-part series, The Pendragon Cycle, is finally coming to Daily Wire Plus on January 22nd. I am already obsessed, guys. The show is incredible. The cast is absolutely phenomenal. Check out the trailer right now.
All of this is an illusion, an echo of a voice that has died. And soon that echo will cease.
They say that Merlin is mad. They say he was a king in Dyfed, the son of a princess of lost Atlantis. They say the future and the past are known to him, that the fire and the wind tell him their secrets, that the magic of the hill folk and druids come forth at his easy command. They say he slew hundreds. Hundreds, do you hear? That the world burned and trembled at his wrath.
The Merlin died long before you and I were born.
Merlin Emrys has returned to the land of the living.
Vortigern is gone. Rome is gone. The Saxon is here.
Saxon Hengist has assembled the greatest war host ever seen in the Island of the Mighty. And before the summer is through, he means to take the throne. And he will have it. If we are too busy squabbling amongst ourselves to take up arms against him, here is your hope. A king will arise to hold all Britain in his hand. A high king who will be the wonder of the world.
You. To a future of peace.
There'll be no peace in these lands till we are all dust.
Men of the Island of the Mighty, you stand together. You stand as Britons. You stand as one.
Great darkness is falling upon this land. These brothers are our only hope to stand against it.
Not our only hope.
They say Merlin slew 70 men with his own hands. At Cathay, he slew 500.
No man is capable of such a thing.
The mortal man.